friends, welcome back to Bel Anne Craft Studio. Today I am going to continue in the journal making series. And as I had remembered, a sweet sister in the Lord, a great friend, she reminded me, or I was reminded by something she said previously, that maybe a start to finish. So you know what? That's what I'm going to do with a journal, not the whole pile I have, but I will go ahead and continue putting these here together, and then I will take one of them and I will complete them for the final of this series, so you can know how to sew a journal, sew signatures in, or how to attach them into your journal covers. But on the website, these will not be assembled. So I'm really excited for that. Um, these are kits where you can put them together yourself. Okay. If you have any questions, I will have a QR code where you can scan, where you can have directions, and I will have everything you need in this kit. All right. The directions on how to put it together if it be your first time. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and right here, I want to stop here. You can use, and this is what I have found in my journal making journey, there are so much packaging that it's so strong. You can attach them with this style journal, and it's flexible. It will not rip or tear or come apart at the binding of the, not the binding, but the spine is what I'm trying to say. So I want to go ahead and I want to cut some of these materials and kind of show you what I have. These are not odd. Think about what I'm going to tell you. There are lots of crafters that use cereal boxes, cereal liners, um, paper bag. I'm seeing it all. I mean, I could sit here for a while and explain the loveliness that I'm seeing. And it got me to thinking, well, if that be so, and I haven't seen anybody do this, that why not use that same concept to help bind the covers together, so when you do put your cover on, and this is great if you would like to do this on your own, um but to have that strength and durability, it's it's next to none. Because what I'm seeing, if we're going to recycle, we want something that's going to last, something that's going to be strong, and it's going to give us, the bang for our buck, if you will. All right, so I have Amazon packaging. The other half that had all the name and stuff, I have it set aside. Okay, so you can use this. Now, believe it or not, this is really durable. And I'm telling you that this is not going to tear. Look at that. I'm pulling. And believe it or not, this is a coffee bag. I'll show you. Then, of course, I've seen people do this. I will say I've seen people make journals out of these. But why not take this and put it and make it to where it will reinforce that spine, so it doesn't come back. So when you're opening and closing it, it will wear. And I'm finding that these things, you do it like that for a lot, or fold, and or going back this way, it doesn't tear. Think of that. Okay, so moving that aside. Now, I have a little dog. These bags are clean. Whenever I buy her food, her dog food, I will go ahead and I have a 5-gallon bucket. I will open these and our hard dog food, big old bags. Now, these are huge bags. I'm talking big bags. Okay. And I will pour it into the 5-gallon bag, 5-gallon bucket, forgive me. And I thought, I looked at this and I thought, you know what? This material is the same material as if you would use canvas. You got to get creative. In all packaging, they say recycle, just like um, this Amazon envelope, recycled just like a box. Uh, this is not anything that we should or should not be doing. This is stuff that we're going to recycle, reuse, and not throw it out and it goes into the landfill just to rot and you can't use them again. So I want to use them again. I think that these materials are going to be, these are just a few. You can use so many things to bind your journals together and give that spine the strength and durability that we all look for in a quality journal. Okay, so I'm going to make a journal. I'm going to make these covers using these materials. Okay, and I will show you. We're going to do this Amazon packaging first. Now, I did these covers in the last video, and the spine being, it is a 2-inch spine. Let me pull one out. Let me see. I had that one instead of doing that. These right here. Let's do these. This is a 2-inch spine. But I'm going to put that up there for now. I'm going to do the 2-inch right here. I'm going to show you. So these were the ones, if you were following along with me. If not, go back to the playlist and take a look at the series that I'm doing here. I'm going to go ahead and put this here for now. I don't want to lose this, so let me stick that back up there. All right. So here I have my Amazon packaging. Okay. And typically what I will do is I will go ahead and make this portion up or the other way. So this part right here will stick to the journal. Okay. Now I did some searching, and there may be some people out there that knew this before me. I am an old woman, so therefore I learn as I go. I have the packaging, and it is duct tape. Now this is what it came in right here, and I thought this stuff is super super strong. Right now, in the past, and usually I will use the double-sided tape. I would get this off of Amazon. Let me put that there. This right here, I saw this and I thought, I'm going to try this. I have not tried it before, so you're seeing it firsthand here at Bel Anne Craft Studio. All right. So it's for mounting, holding, and repairs. And I thought, what a great idea. Now, it is almost as thick as this tape right here, but I just want to use this right here. This holds fine. There's nothing wrong with this. And I have made um, journals with just small tape like this. And I haven't had any, over a year ago or more. I haven't had any issues or any feedback that this didn't work, it broke, anything like that. So I want durability when I offer these to you all who want to buy these kits. Now, I'm not, at first I thought I was crazy because why would anybody want to buy these? You would be shocked because there are people out there that are making journals, and it's not the material, it's the art behind what they're doing, okay, that you are purchasing. All right. So it's good for it's a double-sided tape. If I failed to tell you, heavy duty. It's a duct, like a duct tape. Now, duct tape, you can do the same thing on the edge and it will hold. Now, the only thing with that I'm thinking with duct tape is that you can feel that little edge on it, but I will go ahead. I haven't used duct tape, but I would be willing, I have some, to go ahead and use that as well. So basically, um, this is something that I wanted to share with you. I'm looking at the products, and there's 8 yards, and it was a couple of dollars here at the Walmart here in town. Okay, but let's go ahead, and I want to use this um, for the journals and be able to utilize that. And I'm going to put this here, this too. And those are the ones that I'll be using because if I can make that work, then, I mean, it's cost effective in my book, in the way I think. Okay. Moving on, moving forward, what I'm going to do is pick a side. It doesn't have to matter if this is straight. This needs to be straight. This does not have to be straight. But I want it enough where it's going to go all over that edge. So what I'm going to do then is I'm going to, let me see if I got a marker somewhere. Right, I got everything out here, y'all. Let me see here. See if that'll work. Something that will show. That'll work. All right. So what I need to do then is I do want, even if I get the spine a little over, it's fine. But I do want to make sure that I have enough for that middle and to go over on the next one. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm having a think here. I'm going to, okay, what am I going to do here? I'm going to take, I keep doing that, knocking over my little dauber. I'm going to turn it this way. So what I'm doing is I am taking the cover and I want it to be completely over. Okay. So on my board here, I've got a lot here. Y'all can't even see my craft table here. Okay. Got my craft mat. I want it to come over, I'd say about an inch. Okay. So if you can see this, let me make sure y'all can see this. You can. But if you notice here, if you're a crafter or a quilter or sewer, you know that each one of these squares is an inch. So what I need to do then is, let's see, I want to go a little over. I want to go about here. So I do want to go about an inch right there. And let me pull it down here where y'all can kind of see where I'm at. So that's about an inch there. And I want to go a little more than an inch. Let's see. About so. Okay. Right about there, I think. Okay. And then on the other side, it will give it just a little, so you can take one of the covers and you can butt it up against that and give you some leverage there. Okay, so I have approximate what I want to do. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to take my handy dandy little tape here and I must put it on here like that. And I'm going to cut this right here. And this again is double-sided. So let me go ahead and let me see. I'm going to pull. Let me get my little scrapey tool right here. Kind of make sure it's good and stuck down. Okay. What I'm noticing here, again, I have not used this before, but I'm really excited to use it. Okay. I'm pretty sure it said double-sided, y'all. Yep, double-sided. So go ahead. It's going to be fiddly. I think it's like one of those types of tapes where once you get it started, you're good. But it's going to take a minute. I just want to use it and see how it holds down. Aha, it is one of those types. Okay. Because I didn't want to pull that up. So it's pretty hefty because that's all there is to that is that little plastic piece right there, you know? Okay. And I'm going to do this other side. Now, mind you, I would assume, and I'm thinking I'm pretty on spot, that once it's down, it's down. So, yeah. Let that, see, I let it kind of stick there. Be careful of that. I'm going to pull this over here because I know it's going to stick and I won't be able to get it off. Okay. Now, if this works good for me, it's going to be a game changer and I will be using this quite a bit. Okay. Getting that corner started seems to be, and I have bifocals, y'all. I am trying to get that off. Well, we're learning this together, aren't we? I don't want the paper to come up. Thinking that there was maybe a specific kind of way you can pull that up, maybe. Okay. It's going to take a minute. I could fast forward it where y'all didn't have to watch, but you need to know. Okay. It is quite sticky. And, well, golly. Just seems to not want to give in, does it? That other one took a minute, but again, you know. And it just don't want to give in. Okay, if I can get this one, I can go ahead and sorry, y'all. I'm concentrating over here. It don't want to give up that plastic. Well, man, I'll tell you the truth. Can I get it from here, maybe? Well, I guess this company won't ask me to sponsor their video. Well, my critique is that they don't make it easy for you to pull up that backing. Let me tell you the truth now. I think I see a corner. Oh man, guarantee you. You know what? I wear bifocals. I'm taking my glasses off so I can see. Well, let me give you the rundown on this now. Yeah, think something's going to be a good idea, and then it turns out that I'm pretty sure this is. I feel like one of the little ends, if you can see where I got it right there, but it doesn't want to give in. Oh man, let me tell you, that other one did okay, but it took a second, and I did it over top of the other one only because it wasn't wide enough. And that's going to pull up the paper, and I don't want that. Well, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll fiddle with that. I don't want to. So the thing is that I want to, um, let me see if I can't score that with the scissors and see if that would work. Sometimes things like that would work. Okay, maybe. Just maybe. We'll use this one as an example, guys. That's awful, isn't it? I just don't want to give in. Yeah, that backing don't want to come up. It really doesn't. You see what I'm doing here? I'm trying to pull that backing off, and it doesn't. And on the directions now, it says, and put my glasses back on here, and it doesn't give you any help for anything. So, yeah. Okay. So what I'm gonna do then, cause it's sticky. Look, it's sticky. It's real sticky. I want to use it, but it just appears to not want to give in. So if you buy this tape, you'll know if you have bought this tape and found a better way to do it. You let me know. Haha. Here, look at that. I did. It was on that score part of it. And gently pull that up. Put my glasses on so I can see. So if I use this, I know now that the backing is going to be a chore to get off. Yeah. It is really, it did not want to give up that backing. Trying to get that little bit off of there. Okay. All right. Continuing on, I'm going to put this here. I'm going to lay down. Sorry it took so long, but at least you know, right? Okay. So this portion, I'm going to lay it down on my mat, my Amazon packaging right here. Actually, I am going to do it this way, like so. I'm going to go in an inch over, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. I have my methods. I like to be precise, you all, so bear with me. I see how sticky that was? Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I am going to, because I have a mark here, and this is where that is, down where the 9 is, and I'm going to take this part then, and I'm going to put it right there, butt it up right against that ruler, making sure now, because this is really sticky. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get myself here where I need to be. Like I said, if it's off, it's off. It's fine. I just want it to lay on there like so. All right. It's on there. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do then is I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to give it a little smush. That is on there, friends. That is not coming off of there. Positively, absolutely. No, it's not. All right. So, that part's on there. Because that other one gave me trouble, for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and I'll use this other one. This is just as durable. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go over one side. Either side is fine. This side's closest to me. This too is very sticky tape. Okay, make sure y'all can see it. I'm going to snip this portion off here. All right, there's that. I'll use my scrapey tool. And I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to lay it right on top of that. It doesn't matter if it goes in, out, or what, however long. I'm going to lay it down there. So what I will do then probably is go ahead and cut this so y'all can see. I can see, I just want to make sure y'all can see. Okay. All right. Inch over, so approximately, where's my ruler at? You know me. I have to be on the money. Right there. And I'll open my scissors and give it a little, little score. Hold on now. Simple enough, right? All right. And I'm going to snip this portion off right here. Of course, you know Amazon packaging is super plasticky and it's easy to cut. Okay. Set this aside. I will use that again. It's not perfect, but that's what we are going to do. Go ahead and snip that. Excellent. Okay, not perfect. More on this side than this side. That's fine. Now, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this backing off here. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it just a little smidgen of a gap. Lining it up with the spine. You can even, if you choose, you can even put like something like this in it. We can test it out with that. That slides in. Oh, look at that. What are the odds? That's perfect. Okay. And I still have some sticky in here, but that's okay. No worries. Okay. And this is what I like to do with mine. Okay. This one, look at that. It opens, it closes, it opens and it closes. I'm going to smush the bubbles out. And you can do the same. You can poke it with a pin, get the bubbles out if you like. And the next one, I'm going to pull that off there. And I'm going to do the same with this side, which I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, put that there for now. Put this here. If my daughter's watching this, I want to say thank you for the boxes. And for privacy of her and her family, I'm not going to mention her name unless she says it's okay, Mom. You can call my name out. Sometimes young folks don't like that. And she's not young, but she's got a family. But nonetheless, that's beside the point. I won't do that unless she says it's okay, Mom. You can. Not going to do that. Alrighty then. We're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull that backing off, and I'm going to do the same thing. And what I am doing, if you can see the line in between on the mat, I will look at that and kind of measure against that. It gives me a guide, if you will. Okay? So, also for my sweet friend that we had talked about from start to finish, and I hope that if she's watching, and she usually does, she's a great support, great sister in the Lord. And if she is what I'm thinking, I'm thinking um if these are helpful, I hope that these are helpful for her as she's requested these. Okay. Right next to that one. That spine. I want to match it as close to the lighting here in my office or my craft room is not the best, so as close as I possibly can. I don't want it right like super close. Oh, I almost had it. I don't want it like right smack up against this. I don't want that. I want to give it room to move. Hold on just a minute. That looks pretty awesome to me. That looks good. All right. Close enough. All right. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over. Still got sticky on both sides. Not to worry. Oopsie. Go ahead and that is not coming down. Now this is the equivalent, doing it like this, as duct tape, in my opinion. Okay? What I will do until I finish doing this side, I'm going to put this backing on here just so that sticky part doesn't stick all over everything. Hold on. That's not the right one anyhow. Okay. Now, that's going to just hold that sticky portion that I just got on there from sticking. That's all that's going to do, okay? Because I put that wide tape on there, so that's why I did that. All right. Same thing, rinse and repeat. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to measure this to make things quicker. So what I'm looking at, hold on, it's way over here, y'all. So I'm looking at 5 inches wide, okay? Of course, it is 7.5. So I'm going to set this over here. 5 inches wide, okay? I've already cut this portion here, so I'm going to cut that off. Right there. Set that aside over here. So 5 inches wide. I'm going to go ahead and measure right here. And I will. Okay. Got this right here. Let me see if y'all can see that. Pretty close. Let me come over here. I'm out of frame. I am so sorry. So on the mats, yeah, you can see that. I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. You don't have to go 5 wide. It's just what I did with the other side. And go ahead and give myself a little bit right there. See, my lid to my pen fell. Okay. Now, knocking everything over, y'all. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that down. And let me see now. I'm going to go ahead and go 7.5. I'm going to mark it. I'm sorry if y'all can't see it now because I want to make sure I did this right. And can always cut it off. The thing that I want to stress is that you get it to the edge of the journal for the reason that once you get it to the edge of the journal, even if you have some overlap, don't worry because you do not want that to have an opportunity to do one of those numbers, okay? So even if it's over, it's fine. All right, so I'm going to put my ruler back over here. If you do make it longer on or precise on one side and longer on the other side, just wrap it over, okay? So let me go ahead and I am going to think I'm going to do, okay, let's see where we're at now. I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Like so. Right. Next one. Now my tape is a little crooked, so no worries. And one more. Of course, I will, I'm going to wait on that one. I'm going to pull these up because I want to get that tape down off in there. Okay, where's my scrapey? If you have not yet subscribed on the website, I enjoy each and every one of you on YouTube, but the ones who subscribe to the website will get first notification to a lot of perks, a lot of great things. So go subscribe over there. If you're sending someone over there, make sure you tell them that put your name there that you sent them so you can get credit. Put this here. And those that send people to Bel Anne Craft Studio, I will send gifts, incentives, lovely things. All right. Now that has that tape in there. I'm going to go ahead and turn it this way because I'm going to overlap it. Like so. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and trim this off. If I haven't done it already, I want to welcome new subscribers. I thank you. Welcome to my crafting community here at Bel Anne Craft Studio. I always encourage people to come and have a seat, enjoy, and sit for a while. I want to enjoy my time, and we're just going to craft loveliness together. My words. All right, seems to be pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to put this one down. Like I said, I'm going to use that one underneath as a guide. But the concept is you want it over those um, gaps. See what I'm doing with my fingernail right here? And I will also go over it with the little scrapey tool I have there. I want to give it a little smoosh down in that little groove there. See what I'm doing here? Go ahead and smoosh that out. And if there's bubbles, I got a pin somewhere. Let's see. Let me use this one right quick. Pin that's in my glue. Go ahead and poke it with the pin and the air comes out. I don't want no bubbles in my finished product. Okay. All right, so there's that. And just go back and she lays flat. I'm not one of those people that's call project this guy and this guy because they're not human. And I know some will do that, but I don't. It's a thing. It's not a human. So I don't say that. If I slip and say she, this, that, that, not because it's human, it's just because it's a little kind of a play on words. Try not to do that. I'm poking the hole. I'm putting a hole into the project so the air will come out. Okay. It was the pin that was in my glue, y'all. Y'all know about this art glitter glue already. All right. Now you can take the plastic or whatever you're doing to put your journals together as long or whatever width that you want. But just be reminded, you must put more, at least no less than an inch for this side, because anything less runs the risk of that tape not being real strong and it will come up. Just a little pro tip. All right, need to check my time here. All right, I still have some sticky right there, but I'm going to come over on this side. I see some little bubbles. I'm going to poke them bubbles and kind of get the air out of so I can smash it down. Okay. There we go. It's important to do that, to get them bubbles out of there, friends, because you don't want that to show through your finished project. You really don't. If you come kind of work it out towards the edge, it'll come out. As you can see, that is part of that project. It is not going anywhere. And that right there is a good idea, I'd say, even if you were going to just use duct tape or what have you. You want to, if I can think straight, y'all, I'm trying to do this and think. It is going to give it strength and it's not going to tear. So if you've ever torn a hole or put a hole in paper, it doesn't last. It pulls out. This will give it strength. Okay? All right. Go ahead and right there. All right. So what I'm going to do then, since I still have some sticky over here, I don't want it to stick to nothing else. I'm going to put that down to keep that sticky part from sticking to anything else, and I'm going to move forward. All right. If it'll go. Don't know if it will. All right, there's one. Now, when you see something like this, it's moving. It's not going anywhere. It's part of that project. You can fold it like you can keep getting it out of the camera. You can fold it like this. You can fold it like this. And, or if you want it to go the other way, it can go the other way. Um, it's entirely however you want to do it. Okay? But there is that one. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to go on to the next one. Where did I put it? Okay. So go ahead and do this right here because I don't want to lose that. And I'll put those together like that. All right, for the next one, same thing, different packaging. We're going to use this coffee bag. I buy coffee in, same thing, same process, right? And I'm going to get, hold on, let me get this right here. For the sake of these videos, I'm going to just use the double-sided tape instead of that other tape because I would be fighting. We'd be here for a while. We'd be here for a good minute. Okay. And I will get my scrapey tool. Let me see what time it is. Oh man, time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Make sure y'all can see that well. Yeah. Okay. And I am going to pull that off. And the other side, I'm going to stick right on top of that. Hold on. I'm trying to get myself where I need to be here. Try to put it on the edge is where I'm trying to go with it. Okay. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to scrapey. And pull this up. If I find a better way to put that back right here. If I find a better way to take that backing off that tape, I will let y'all know. If you have not followed me on Facebook, go ahead and do so. All those are in the description box below. And I think I'm going to come out with this way. Let's do it this way. So I want it at no less than an inch. That's pretty sticky stuff, y'all. And I can come out, that's 5. Let me go ahead and snip. Don't cut nothing underneath there. Okay. And move this aside. Let me put this in the middle then. Make sure I got that in the middle. Good reference here. I can go ahead and use this middle one right here for my guide here, and I want to get it as close to that edge as I can. Okay. And me and my sister-in-law one time, she came to sit and watch me put a journal together for my nephew. And she was pretty amazed at the things you can do with these materials and recycle them. There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing. It's probably a pretty better way of putting those down, but I don't want no bubbles in my stuff, y'all. Okay, before I put that backing on there, I'll go ahead and get them out. Go ahead and get through the videos here, and I'll do that off camera. Put a few there to get that going, but the bubbles have to come out. I don't want no bubbles in the projects when they're finished. All right. I do want to cut this off here. Okay. Put that there. And how do you know that that tape is going to stick? Look at that. It pulled off that paper. I'll fix that. It will not come up even if you I just did that to show y'all. It will not come out. It will not tear. It will not mess up. All right. And I have my glue rag over here, the one I use often. And that will stick. That shows you that this is on there and it's not going nowheres. All right. Now, I want to go ahead and do the same with these covers. And make sure I got that in the same and the right orientation there. I'm gonna. Now you can make those longer should you choose. Okay. Or you can make them wider is what I'm trying to say. Go ahead and do that. Make sure that is stuck really good on there. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the tape on the other one. Make sure I'm at got it on the same orientation as the other one. And okay, put that over there, out of my way. Make sure that's nice and stuck down. Take the tape, the backing off of this tape here. All right. And I'm going to fold that back on itself. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to kind of give myself a guide here where I want it to be. If you're good at eyeballing things, then you will have no issues doing this. Okay. Just remember, when it's down, it's down. Takes a lot of concentration, doesn't it? Okay. Go ahead and put that like so. Looks good. Do the other side. Okay. Any excess, put it on its, push it back on itself there. And go ahead and to get that little bit off of there. Don't want that on there. Kind of. Looks good to me. And it's down. Lovely. Look at that. It's not going nowheres. Now, I did not smush it yet. I'm going to try to pull this up if I can. Doesn't look like it's coming. So there it goes. It's down. I'm trying to use my scrapey tool to get the air out. If I can't, then I will off camera make sure I get all the bubbles out. And this is my process that I do. It's what I like to do with mine. Like I said, I just look at something and I think, okay, that has some sticky on there. That's why I'll put that there. I want to see if I can reuse that. Okay. Okay. And make sure if you're doing this for your projects, make sure, absolutely sure that you are getting those bubbles out. All right. Rinse and repeat. That's too short. Don't want that. I want to get another one that's going to get cut off anyhow. Okay. That'll be fine. And my scissors. I'm just going to go straight on. And I went off a little bit, but it's okay. And I am going to trim this bit right here. I'll just give it a little score there. You can see that little score piece right there. This little plastic thing, I don't need that. Okay. Set that aside. I'm going to use this right here for the other side. Okay. Now, this is going to hold. You see this? This is going to hold. This is not tearing. It's not cracking. It's not doing all the things we don't want it to do. Come apart. All right. Go ahead and I want to make sure I'm getting over that little separated part right there. Go over here. Go ahead and snip this part off. Okay. Just rinse and repeat. Trying to get in the camera if I can stay in frame for y'all. I'm going to go right up against the other one and cut that off. I have some little overage right there. It's no big deal. Take that off. And same thing, I'm going to find my little scrapey tool. And I'm going to make sure that's really stuck down. And I'm going to take this one off. Take the backing. And I'm going to put the other one down. Like that. And my goal is to cover up that little crack that it's separated on the journal. That's my goal. Okay? Make sure that's good and stuck down. Alrighty. I can always trim that end up right there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to this in half. And I didn't take that side off, but I want a guide here approximately where I can size that up where it would lay down. I'm going to go here because when it's down, honey, it's down. All right, there's that. I could have put it on the other side, this side up. Oh, it don't matter. It really don't. It's just a preference of mine to have the print side down, but that's fine. And got this one over. I didn't put more tape on that side because that's not coming up. So I can just as easily put tape right there. It'll be just fine. Okay. And I know we're getting close to being done. I'm pretty sure. Yep, look at that. Okay. I'll pull this back a little to have that portion lay flat, and I'm going to leave the rest on that backing because I don't want the sticky part up, and I can utilize that when I start to put the rest of the components on for this. All right, same thing over here before we go. Rinse and repeat is what this name of the game is. Rinse and repeat. Okay, and same thing here. And put this here. So I have more that I want to show you, but we're going to have to wait till the next crafting video to do that because I have lots of different things I like to do with my journals. And if you have not done so already and you like what you're seeing and you want to be part of the Bel Anne Craft Studio community, be sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button and share this with your friends. Go over to the website. I can't stress that. If you want to be in on the grand opening for the launch of the storefront on Bel Anne Craft Studio, the website's already up and live, but the storefront is not. I'm working on that, but as soon as I do, those that have subscribed over on the website, I thank you all for subscribing here. Subscribers here on YouTube will get different perks than the website. So go over there. Make sure you do that. So when I go live and I do a pre-launch live, I will be giving away door prizes and so many great things. And you want to go ahead and subscribe over there. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook as well. So each one will have its own different special something for those who follow me on those platforms. Thank you again for following me. Thank you for sharing, and subscribing. And stay tuned for the next crafting video because I will be continuing this process so you can see the method in how I prepare my journals. Thanks for stopping by. Thank you for joining me. Until the next crafting video. Bye for now.